What is going on, everybody? Back on it. One Piece 661, last reaction for the week. These two episodes this week have been very lore heavy. There hasn't been any crazy fights, nothing with Luffy, Zoro, anybody going crazy, Law, none of that. No Fujitora, Navy introductions. It's just been backstory, how we got here, how the king ended up being hated, all this, Doflamingo and his, I don't even know what you want to call it. Backstabbing, not back. There's no back. I mean, it's an interesting character because I don't know what to make of his character. I don't know if at the end of this, like when you finally get to, when all of Doflamingo is out there on the table, we get all of the backstory, all of the reasons, all of the whys, which I'm sure we will. If Doflamingo is going to be viewed as just a good villain or a good, or a likable character overall in the end. I don't know if there's a reason for all, the whys and, how could you, why would you, or if at the end he's just truly evil and a piece of shit. Who knows? It's kind of hard to tell because we did see, we've seen shitty moments, throughout the whole thing since we've got introduced to him. He's been a piece of shit. And we saw that, stamped and magnified last episode with the flashback. But then you see moments of where he's speaking to Monette, speaking to Virgo, and there seems to be some type of care for or camaraderie there in him a little bit. And it's like, okay, well, if you were a pure piece of shit, you were just using people, you wouldn't have that feeling. And then at the same time, these people also seem loyal to him, not in a way that you fear them, but they truly want to see him succeed, truly want to see him become king of the pirates and all that. So it's hard to tell how a character can have that side of it and at the same time also just be out here murdering and laughing and doing all this shit just because he can. So there's a lot of moving parts with that. We finally saw, I think, the full not the full breakdown, but the full introduction of his entire squad. We got kind of the Nami, Chopper, Usopp, Frankie levels of his squad that we saw last episode, and then we kind of saw his heavy hitters. I'm assuming, unless there's anybody on the crew that we have yet to see, we kind of at least get to see their character designs all last episode. And that's essentially where we left off. So let's jump into it. Episode 661, last reaction of the week. And we'll go from there. Let us see what we get. Everybody hears you, bro. It's too late. He collapsed on our way here. He's like, oh, they're talking about me. Eh? Oh, I totally forgot about this. What the fuck's Bellamy up to? He's not gonna do it. He's not gonna do it. He's not gonna do it. Look how long that man's legs are, by the way. He's not gonna do it. I know that's what he wants truly, but he's not gonna do it. We don't sense. You're just gonna walk up on us with a dagger. I bet Bartholomew walks up on his ass. Exactly. Yeah, you don't hold a grudge anymore. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. Has to be another way. Man's shaking in his boots. I would like to think Luffy senses that, by the way. Hopefully. You can't do it. There's gotta be another way, man. Who the fuck is this? Oh my god. Oh, he was the one we saw running up in the flashback. I don't like anything about this character already. He told me to finish you off here. Classic kid character that's probably busted as fuck. Yada yada yada. Blah blah blah. Don't take him serious. I was about to say, stop talking like a kid, please, and let's do what we came here to do. I don't have time for the bullshit. Don't take Dellinger serious. Do not. Oh shit. Like, I really want to know, can he attach these strings to anybody worth a damn? And then how do you get it off? Is he not just string that? I was about to say. Ooh! Not bad. Hold on now. We're actually throwing hands here. Hold on now. Boys are actually out here fighting. Okay. We gotta take into account, we were getting our asses beat by Fujitora at the same time, too. So, like, we're not in a good spot. Eh. He switched him. Does he really need energy? I've never seen anybody run out of energy to use their own Devil's Fruit power. Like, why does Law hit with that? He's tired, man. That seems like such a downgrade to, like, have to, like, not be able... That it requires... Like, he literally has an energy... He has a mana bar. Man has a mana bar out here for his Devil's Fruit ability. It's like, what the hell? You don't see Luffy getting tired of, like, like, he could just sit there and throw Gatling on repeat. He doesn't have enough juice, bro. I don't see Doflamingo having issues of not being able to ever produce strings or attach to something. Like, Okaji's never going to run out of ice. That seems like such a shit way to have that Devil's Fruit be. Plot purposes, but... Imagine if he could just spam it like everybody else does theirs. He should be able to. I mean, I wonder if that's something you could even work up. Surely, right? Could you train it? I don't know. I don't know. Seems quite unfortunate. That literally means every opponent that you fight, like, you're on a time limit. And the stronger they are, like, you got... Anybody gonna answer that? I'm assuming that's Doflamingo's, because why would he stop if Laws is ringing? Yeah. Diamante. Hit! Does Law stay getting shit on every time we see him? Look how small that transponder is in his hand. My man is really a part of Aerosmith, by the way. Ooh. Now we gotta see what this man's Devil's Fruit is. But does he have to be asked 3 times and then he'll give in? Yeah. But I don't think we've seen Law not get shit on 80% of the time he's been on screen since he's been introduced. It's a success. Kaido will kill me once I lose all of the smiles. I mean, absolutely shit on by Virgo, getting absolutely shit on by Fujitora, shit on by Doflamingo. The only time he seemed cool was when we first got introduced to him in the very before the time skipped. Uh-oh. Man's over there shaking in his boots. Whoa. Whoa. The animation change, the art style changed too. I like this look right here. Some distinct lines, some actual shading. I feel like I'm watching a completely different anime right now. It looks great though. This whole sequence. Someone jump in or did we actually get fucked? Knowing Law, we just ate that. Like ate that to the face. Man just stays taking damage. That art style change looked amazing. I don't know if we've ever seen that. And then we cut back to the regular art style. Zoro wanted to be in. Yeah, honestly though, like you either get in or we get... Oh god. Yeah. Yeah. I like this Vice Admiral's character design. Looks kind of dope. Yeah, they got a bunch of people in there they'd love to yoke up. Little do they know they're all being turned into toys, so... Yeah. Some of them will escape. They're never coming out. I got some bad news for you there, buddy. You know what I've noticed is a lot of the people we're getting introduced to. Why is everyone freaking out? A lot of people are starting to have swords on them. Swordsmen, other people, people in the Navy. So we're gonna have some serious sword users in this story as we go. It's great for Zoro. Great. They're connecting a lot of story points this episode. Gee. Alright, we're putting everybody on a three-way call here. Here we go. Everyone's on speaker. Yeah, Law is in some shit. Caesar's with him, I forgot. Ah. You see how the eyes of the snails change too? It's such a small thing that they don't have to animate and they choose to do it anyway. It's dedication. He just took his glasses off with his little hand. Yep. Yep. Stop the army. He wants to do it. Yeah, they've gotten the backstory. Yeah, Luffy's the only one that doesn't have... Oh, no, he does have a little bit of it. Spit it out. Oh my god. What? They want to get rid of Doflamingo as soon as possible. Yeah, like every place we... God. So why don't we just get rid of the smile and we'll take down Doflamingo at the same time. Let's just do both. I'm very curious if this army does anything or they just get smacked. Surely you don't build them up just for them to get wiped out in like one move. Maybe they'll do a little something. Like Fujitora just shows up and like meteor nukes them out of the sky. Surely they have some. They'll do something. I believe. Frankie's too emotional. It. And just leaving Doflamingo in the wind, by the way. No! Oh my god. That's gotta be... Is that Doflamingo and... I mean, who... It's gotta be those two, no? Who else would it be? Yeah, I was about to say. Oh my god. Man's fucking up his own city, by the way. I mean, just fucking it up. I kind of hope that we just... I don't really have interest in this Coliseum fight finishing. Can we just, like, break that loose and, like, steal the... I was just about to say, what's... We have a big question of what to do with Law at this point. I'm assuming that's Law that just got nuked into the ground right in front of us. I would assume. I mean, absolutely just nuked into the ground. Yeah. And there's Doflamingo. Alright, good. I was just about to have a massive questions about this storyline as soon as the episode ended. Looks like they're putting it together for me. Like, the Coliseum storyline just seems awkwardly in the way. How do we just remove that? Get the Devil's Fruit in our possession, even if we don't get it in our possession, as long as we get the Devil's Fruit before this arc is over. It just seems like such a waste to have Luffy stuck in there while so much is going on outside. Yeah, nuked into the ground, Doflamingo. We need help. We need help. Luffy, this isn't time to be naive and stupid at this point. Hopefully we can, like... Yes, clearly. Like, come on now. Oh! I thought we were just going to do one. Man's emptying the clip. So dramatic. Oh man, I'm assuming that's how the episode ends. He's not dead, everybody relax. Who's Korra? Ay, 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 ay. I mean, getting absolutely just destroyed. Absolutely destroyed. Just emptying the clip on him. Yeah, I feel bad for Law at this point. Like, nothing is... We're the last people you want to, like, contract out for anything. Because nothing... And again, I'm sure everything will end up how Law would like it to end up. I'm sure you're going to have the Smile Factory get destroyed. Everything will kind of move into place like how it needs to go. But the crew is just so like, I'll follow this. I can't go through with his plan. I want to do this. I want to do that. I'm going to enter this. I'm going to do that. And it's like, Law's out here trying his ass off to try to put pieces into motion. He's got a strong group that could help him. And we just kind of do, we'll get there when we get there. We'll get it done when we get it done. As he's just getting his ass beat on repeat. I think ever since he's been on screen post time skip, he's been on the verge of death every single arc that we've been a part of. As you can see here. Now again, you're not going to build up the little people storyline and not have us help them or have them involved. Same with all the toys and everything. I'm sure they'll have an uprising and join in. I'm just so curious of like all these like random misfit toys and these little people, and a handful of them have some, you know, combat ability and Devil's Fruit. I'm just curious if they pose a threat or not. Like, will they pose a threat to Doflamingo's like lower level people? Sure. But like Diamante and Doflamingo and Dellinger and that we got introduced to this episode, are they posing a threat to them? I don't know. It's hard to see it. And I don't even know what some of them do. Like what keeps Doflamingo for just creating just a wave of string and just like getting rid of all of them in one swipe. And depending how we line up here, like Doflamingo is still technically a warlord. Straw Hats here and others. What keeps the current Navy force that's here helping Doflamingo at the same time? Like, I don't think Fujitora is going to nuke the island. And would he even hurt the little people? Maybe, maybe not. But like, if he decides to join in, and the other swordsmen and the vice admiral that's there, like, where's the firepower coming from these toys and these little people? I have absolutely no idea. So you know what that means. It puts a lot on our shoulders. I did like the thought of Sanji's group splitting up, getting with Law's crew, maybe even bringing them back, or kind of, you know, letting them know the situation. They're turning right back around. So scratch that. I thought we were going to be separated, but we're not. Everybody will be brought back in. And I'm just curious of like, what are we doing with this Colosseum storyline? Luffy clearly sees what's going on outside. Does he like go out there and help, but like make it back in time for the next round? And then it's like, there's so much Navy presence out there. They're like, you're not even going to be able to just walk back in. Like, oh man, my group is starting. I don't know. The Colosseum arc just seems like awkwardly in the way. So you telling me that like Luffy's not going to come outside and help after seeing Law get his shit beat in, and seeing Zoro essentially get solo surrounded by Doflamingo and the Navy force that's clearly out here? I don't know. You also got Bellamy in there. Dellinger is in there. Bartholomew's in there. I know, it seems like we're like at a climax moment here, but like Luffy's got a tournament to win. We'll see. Not bad though. Those were those 3 episodes, I didn't feel like they were slow, didn't feel filler, didn't feel like a mix of anything. I thought they were paced well. This week of 659, 660, and 661 were some good episodes. I don't know off the top of my head, what is the end episode for Dressrosa? You guys let me know. I'm curious of like what the end point is, and then I kind of see as we go through, okay, like around this area is when it got like really bad or really slow, or halfway through, or towards the end, or towards the beginning. Because there's 100+ episodes in this arc, right? I don't know how many we're in, 20 or so. It still feels good. So solid stuff. New week down of episodes. We'll be on 662 starting next week. Appreciate it, everybody. Like your favorite, subscribe, and as always,